Looks like we're still waiting on Sheena, and I know we've been talking with her.
It looks like she's on with audio. Can you hear us, Sheena?
What is that?
I think that means she might be on with us.
So did Sheena?
Okay, Ryan, that was a
Can
big
you hear me
echo.
now?
I don't know what's
I can't.
Yes, I can hear you. And I saw something that flashed that said 3 people are on the call, audio only. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Polly.
Okay, good. I'm using my earbuds and I wasn't sure.
Yep.
Okay, so I can't tell who else is on the call, but I thought I saw something flash that there were people on the call that were audio only. Since this is a new platform for us, I'm not sure. All right, so
Do you want the?
Ryan, when you talk, we get the big echo. I'm not sure what's happening, but I just need to confirm that Sheena is on the call, so we can call the meeting to order when we take the roll. And I can't see who else is here other than by camera.
In the chat box, it just came up. Sheena is on the call. That came from
good.
The studio.
All right, then let's call a special board meeting on March 7th, 2022 to order. Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Varwig.
I'm here.
Mr. Vasquez.
Here.
Ms. Barnes.
In the chat, it says present Ms. Gherkin, Mr. Parker, Ms. Varwig, myself, Mr. Gant, Ms. Barnes, Dr. Durant, and Joe Kaufman. That's what it says in the chat. I don't know.
I see that. Will that suffice as a roll call, Mr. Treasurer?
Yes, I'm just don't understand why there's feedback when I talk.
Maybe turn your mic down a little bit, sir. The volume.
The volume on your speakers? Not sure.
Is that better?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So if you're satisfied with that roll call being in the chat, Dr. Durant, could you recite the vision and mission, please?
Yes, TPS mission through competitive college and career-ready graduates through a rigorous curriculum across all grade levels by implementing Ohio New Learning Standard with fidelity. Our vision statement is driving neighbor to school district who graduate are college and career ready. Thank you. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Appears Polly's frozen.
Polly, you're frozen.
Frozen.
Ms. Gherkin, your audio's coming in broken up, and your picture's frozen. I think Mrs. Gherkin left us, so maybe she'll come back in then.
Correct.
Deck, we may want to consider
Jen?
putting the Zoom link out if for whatever reason this platform is not suffice for us to move forward on our meeting.
Okay, Mrs. Gherkin back.
There's nothing I can do to park. We're on a highway. And I have what appears to be good reception. So if someone wants to read the resolution, and hopefully we will be able to take a vote here in a second.
I'll read the resolution then. Can you all hear
Thank
me?
you.
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right. This is a resolution to approve the collective bargaining agreement between the Toledo Board of Education employees represented by the Ohio Council 8 AFSCME Locals 272, 349, 840, 2174, and 2853. The Board of Education believes that all employees play an essential role in creating a school district where students are college and career ready upon graduation. This goal is achieved through the hard work and commitment of each and every Toledo Public Schools staff member. The Board of Education understands the importance of recruiting and retaining highly qualified employees to our district. Through the collective bargaining agreement, we are fulfilling a promise that we made to our community to support our students with the best possible employees across the district. It is our hope that the agreement that is presented here demonstrates our commitment to a high standard of excellence and that the employees in each of our bargaining units understand the effort that has been put forth during negotiation process to continue moving Toledo Public Schools forward in accordance with the district's strategic plan. Whereas the Board of Education has, through representatives designated pursuant to section 4117.04B of the Ohio Revised Code, negotiated provisions modifying and extending as modified the collective bargaining agreement. With the employees represented by the Ohio Council 8 AFSCME Locals 272, 349, 840, 2174, and 2853. Whereas the parties have reached agreement that make changes to the collective bargaining agreement that will allow the district to provide better services to students and families while at the same time demonstrating our commitment to recruit and retain highly qualified support staff. Whereas the superintendent and the board's designated representatives have recommended that the Board of Education approve the above mentioned agreement and appropriate funds for their implementation. And whereas the Toledo Board of Education has reviewed and considered the agreement, now, therefore, be it resolved by the Board of Education of the Toledo City School District, Lucas County, Ohio, that the board, in accordance with the foregoing recommendation, hereby approves the agreement and directs its representatives to sign the above mentioned agreement. Section 1, the board hereby directs the superintendent of schools and the treasurer of the board to take all necessary steps to implement the agreement. Section 2, the board hereby finds and determines that all formal action of this resolution were taken in open meetings of the board and that all deliberations of this board and of its committees, which resulted in formal action, were taken in meetings open to the public in full compliance with applicable law. Section 3, the resolution shall be in full force in effect and immediately after its adoption.
Thank
moved.
you.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Mrs. Varwig? Mr.
Yes.
Vasquez?
Yes.
Ms. Barnes?
Yes.
Mrs. Gherkin?
Yes.
Mr. Parker?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I think that just takes us to needing a motion for adjournment. I do want to say thank you to everyone for taking the time to, I think, make this important vote. I'm going to be on the road 8 hours today and 8 hours tomorrow. So it was convenient that we would be able to approve this contract, even with some of the technical issues. I think it was better than waiting to do that. So I appreciate everybody's patience, and I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Mrs. Varwig,
Yes.
Mr. Vasquez,
Yes.
Ms. Barnes,
Yes.
Mrs. Gherkin,
Yes.
Mr. Parker.
Yes.